Hours before the president's announcement, air traffic controllers called out sick at some of the busiest airports in the country. News4JAX reporter Elizabeth Campbell has been speaking with air traffic control community. And we begin with News4JAX reporter Janice Harris, who's at Jacksonville Airport. Janice, the government will reopen, but will the problem still linger for a while?
It is possible that the problems will continue to linger. You know, it began this morning. The airport delays began this morning. And at that time, that's when we began to see the yellow that you see for arrivals and departures. And we'll probably continue to see this due to the workers that called out today. However, one woman I talked to said she is okay with the delay because her friends are air traffic controllers and she wants them to get paid.
The one works in Minnesota.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So are you upset at all that they walked out?
I mean, I feel bad because I know them personally and I know the impact it's had on their family. The whole government shutdown is just, you know, it's sad all around.
So you don't blame them for walking out?
I mean, they haven't gotten paid in a while and they stood there and they did their job. So no, I don't blame them.
And it's possible that if you have a flight leaving out tonight, it might be delayed, or if someone that you know, a loved one is arriving, their flight might be delayed. Make sure you check with the airline before you head to the airport. Live at Jacksonville International Airport, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Janice. News4JAX reporter Elizabeth Campbell talked with a current air traffic controller and one who is retired. Both told her morale has been low for many in this already stressful career.
Business as usual at the Jacksonville Air Route Traffic Control Center in Hilliard, but that is far from the case, according to an anonymous air controller from another city who told me on the phone today this has been a burden on all employees nationwide.
The positivity's gone. I'm just going to be honest. You see it every day at work. People that are normally smiling, you know, you see them looking down at their floor. They're asking themselves questions. They're having to have conversations with their spouses.
He calls it embarrassing. And despite President Trump's announcement today that the government will reopen for 3 weeks, the husband and father of 3 says it should have never gotten to this point.
We've had some money saved up, but we've had to have some talks with creditors. Even going so far as normal bills that we're able to pay. We're not living beyond our means, but talking to a mortgage company about a possible forbearance.
An air traffic controller tells me there's 3 categories of employees. Those funded by the Department of Transportation, which are those who haven't been paid. Those funded by the Department of Defense, whose funds have been approved through September. And private contractors who are funded without government money. Wayne Branch worked for 32 years at Jacksonville Center. He says, fortunately, most in the industry are committed.
I'm sure that's working hard on them, but most of them are pretty dedicated, and if it's a pretty good job, and I'm sure they don't want to give that up. So they're going to come to work as long as they can.
That current air traffic controller says that this is already a very stressful job that requires intense focus. As for his fellow colleagues taking sick leave, he said it is better to have fewer employees who are focused. There might be delays, but it will be in a safe environment, as opposed to having non-focused, stressed out employees working long hours. Reporting from Hilliard in Nassau County, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.